I was in the McKinsey Minneapolis office here. We got a call one day from one of the board members of Catholic Charities, a guy named Jack Thomas. And he said that Catholic Charities was looking for some help with some strategic planning. And it was the beginning of a decades now long relationship that I've had with Catholic Charities here in town, for which I am very grateful.
Tim is just a very genuine person, and the kind of person who came in a very non-threatening way, laid out a process that was so respectful and really seemed to get it. Very soon after that, the board unanimously decided we really need Tim on this board.
I was a volunteer consultant. I've served as a board member. I've been a donor. I've also helped to raise funds and awareness for the new Dorothy Day Center. And then I also learned the power of bringing people together, and that's something that I've carried through so many other things that I've been involved with.
His fingerprints are all over the community. Tim's been part of United Way. He's part of Minnesota Philanthropy Partners St. Paul Foundation. The initiative I've been most involved with Tim has been the Itasca Project. It's a group of business, civic, education, philanthropic leaders who are just committed to working with one another to look at how we can make our community thrive in the future.
We bought this property right here. We have been so blessed and fortunate as we've undertaken this new vision for the Dorothy Day Center. And one of the first investors was Tim Welsh.
When Andy Cesare and Tim Marks came to me and asked for my thoughts and potential involvement in the Dorothy Day Center, I remember telling the two of them it was clearly the easiest sale they were ever going to have. Catholic Charities has been helping me every step of the way and has been truly instrumental to the person that I am. I think that I'm one of the very few people that can quite honestly say that they've had a lifelong relationship with Catholic Charities. I was born into a Catholic Charities affiliated infant home, and I was adopted 6 weeks later by my wonderful parents. If there were ever a moment of grace, if you look back at your own life and are grateful for the moments when you can truly see grace happening in your life, that was one of those moments, and it was because of Catholic Charities. Part of my reason to give to Dorothy Day was that Catholic Charities had been there for me in my time of greatest need. I was quite literally helpless. And I want to be there. I want Catholic Charities to be there for people who are in similar need, who can't help themselves. And the rest of us should help them.
Just as Catholic Charities was very instrumental in making sure that Tim had a home, a very nurturing environment in which he could thrive and did thrive. So I think Tim is motivated to do the same for others. And I think he's given us all an example of what we should be doing to make the world a better place.
He has taken to heart the core mission of Catholic Charities and lived it his entire life, but has not been insular about it. He has brought that spirit to so many other community ventures that are so important to the work of Catholic Charities.
I find it more than a little bit ironic that somehow I'm being recognized when in fact all I feel is gratitude and thanks to an organization that has been the embodiment of God's love and grace throughout my entire life. And so I'm just deeply grateful for all the people at Catholic Charities over many, many years who have helped me and been a part of my journey. And I hope in some small way to have been able to contribute back to that organization.